If you're a fan of all things Power Rangers and Power Rangers related and you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Anyways, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy the video. Over the past 25 years, the Power Ranger franchise has had some epic moments. From fights to morphs to character plot twists to character defining moments, the series has had it all. But one of them that stands out is a moment from the Season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that lasted a while, and that is the relationship between Tommy and Kimberly. But in this video we won't be talking about their relationship, we'll be talking about their breakup and the impact it had on the series and kind of the fandom in general. So grab yourself some cheapo chocolates, turn off the lights, and I hope you enjoy the video. Now back in the early days of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Tommy and Kimberly were in a relationship. Now this relationship wasn't very lovey-dovey, the most they can do is hold hands and give each other a peck on the cheeks. That's the most we ever got out of these characters. I don't remember if there was a full-blown kiss on the lips if I remember correctly, but from looking through the clips and the slideshows, the most they got was a kiss on the cheek from what I could find. They probably did a kiss on the lips, who knows, but you never got one in the TV show. There was one in the comics, that's for sure, but never in the TV show from my knowledge, unless I'm wrong and someone will correct me in the comment section, which is a common thing for me these days. So Tommy and Kimberly were in a relationship for the longest time, all the way up to season 3 to when the character Kat was introduced. Now, the reason why Kat was introduced was because Amy Jo Johnson wanted to leave the show and move on to other things, and she did. She's moved on to bigger and better things since leaving Power Rangers. So after Kimberly left the show, her and Tommy decided to have a long distance relationship between the characters, and then a few episodes later, we get to the episode called There's No Business Like Snow Business, where Kimberly sends Tommy a Dear John letter breaking up with him.
You've always been my best friend, and in some ways you're like a brother. But something has happened here that I can't explain. It's both been wonderful and painful at the same time. Tommy, I've met someone else.
Now this moment right here upset a lot of fans. It upset a lot of fans to this very day. They're still pissed off about it from what I've been told. And the reason why they did it was because the writers wanted to focus on a Tommy and Kat relationship moving forward with the TV show. They wanted to write Kimberly out of the picture entirely. Which kind of makes sense if Amy Jo Johnson isn't coming back. I mean, why have a long distance relationship if the character isn't coming back or having any plans of returning later down the line? But we'll get to that as well. You know what, fuck it, let's talk about it now. Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. So Jason and Kimberly make an appearance in this movie where they get brainwashed, they turn evil, the good guys have to fight their friends and get through to them. But there's one thing that's never brought up in the movie, and that is Kimberly and Tommy breaking up. Now it's never addressed, it's never brought up. Now, I don't know why it wasn't. People say they didn't want to upset the fans for one of the reasons, but from what I've heard, the Power Ranger Turbo movie had a lot of script changes throughout the film, throughout the production, throughout the pre-production, so no doubt about it, I wonder if there was a scene like this where they addressed the breakup in the movie but they didn't want to do it or it got cut for time. Who knows if they had this in the early draft of the script during pre-production. Who knows, I guess we'll never find out unless that script is online for me to find and read for all of you guys. Who knows? So yeah, not a lot of people were happy with the Tommy and Kimberly breakup. Even to this day, people are still not happy about it, in denial that Tommy and Kat got together. Even though there's stuff in the comics, stuff in the TV show, a lot of fans are still in denial about it. And you're probably wondering, what was my thoughts on these two characters breaking up when I was a wee little lad? Well, I was 7 or 8 years old when this episode aired, and I didn't really care about stuff like that at the time. I had other things to worry about, like my Pokemons and school maybe, I don't know. I wasn't in the best mindset to really care about two fictional characters breaking up when I was a kid. It didn't really bother me and it didn't really pester me as much as it did moving forward as an adult. I'm not the biggest shipper when it comes to characters shipping. If they get together, they get together. If they break up, they break up. Most ships are there, in my opinion, are there to be a plot device, and whatever happens, happens between the writers' chemistry, between the characters, and what they do moving forward. So, I'm not the biggest shipper in the world. But if it makes you feel any better, Tommy didn't get cucked by Kimberly where she left him for another guy. It's sort of elaborated and explained in the comics that Kimberly never really found anyone else. She lied about that part in the letter. The reason why she broke up with him because she was struggling to cope without her powers, and she felt like a long distance relationship wouldn't really work because they were both growing up, so she felt the best way to do it was by setting Tommy free and by breaking up with him and ending the relationship. That's why they broke up in that comic. It wasn't because she found someone else, it was because she was dealing with her own struggles in life and moving forward without being a ranger. Now, if you're in 2020 and you're still upset about the relationship between Tommy and Kimberly, the best way to explore that relationship even further is read the comics by Boom Studio if you haven't already. That explores their relationship even further. It keeps it in the PG realm, I'll just say that much, but it's an interesting banter and character development between the two that is really emotional and heartbreaking in some scenes. And even if you're not the biggest fan of Tommy and Kat shipping and getting together and having a child, it did give birth to one of the great characters known as JJ, who has a lot of potential in future spin-offs of the Power Ranger franchise series, so I'm excited to see whatever they do with that character later down the line. Anyway guys, I think I'm going to end this video here. I had a lot of fun recording this video and getting the information down. Most of it went off script here and there where I had a few cliff notes for the video, but either way I had a lot of fun recording it and editing it, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you did enjoy it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you're discovering the channel for the very first time. That it would be much appreciated. Anyway guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, take care of yourself and stay safe. Peace out, thanks for watching.